Hi, I'm Tammy. Welcome back to my vlog on healthy living. If you missed my first vlog, it's just kind of an introduction and it talks about who I am and what I'll be talking about and why I'm doing this, and you can find that on this YouTube channel. And so this is my first healthy living tip. And I'm going to start by saying that healthy living for me, it's about feeling good. It's not about weight loss. It's not about an ideology of paleo, vegan, living a specific lifestyle, avoiding foods or only eating certain foods. It's not like that. It's getting back to nature. What goes into my body should be able to use and recognize, and I should feel good. And that's what it's about. It's about feeling good. It's about health, wellness, not being sick all the time, not being bloated and lethargic and just feeling gross. I feel energized and happy and healthy. I feel good from the inside out. So that's why I know what I'm doing is working, and it's working for me. And so I want to give you some basic tips. Today is a very brief overview. People will ask me all the time, what do I do? Where do I start? And I will give you kind of a more specific tip in a moment, but the basics of reading a food label for me is foods should definitely have less than 10 ingredients in the label. I don't want things that have had a whole bunch of things added into them. I want things as close to nature as possible. I want to be able to pronounce the things on the label. If they have these really crazy long names, chances are they were created in a lab. If it has a number in it, that's a big warning sign. If it's all capital letters, again, really long name, probably didn't fit on the label, and so they've condensed it. And those are big flags to me. I want the label to show me things that I know what they are, that I can go to the store and purchase myself. And if I can't do that, then that kind of tips me off that there's something in that food that doesn't belong in my body. And so if you want to lose weight, this is a great way to start because your body can utilize the food that you're putting into it. It doesn't recognize these other foods, and so you have a lot of waste and excess. But I mean, the reality of it is weight loss is a numbers game. You have to consume less than or you have to burn more than you consume. So, I mean, there's always going to be that factor, but you can enjoy what you eat and feel good if you just eat right. So for me, the biggest thing and the tip that I give people as number one when they come to me, they say, where do I start? And so I'm all about these digestible chunks, not trying to overdo it at once. This has been a journey for me. And when I started, my daughter that had ADHD, the doctors put her on medicine, it wasn't working well. And so when I started researching, the very first thing I eliminated was food dyes. And there are studies that show, there's behavioral links, that food dyes alter our behavior. They make changes in our brain that just trigger certain responses in our body. They cause people to have allergies. They are even linked to cancer, believe it or not, and our FDA allows this. They are banned in other countries. Our food dyes are made with petroleum, and I think that kind of speaks for itself. So that's definitely one. When I talk about 80-80 and getting it 80% right 80% of the time, food dyes is really one that I don't tend to make a lot of exceptions for. And the reason why is I notice a very significant difference when I haven't eaten food dyes than when I do. I mean, there was a particular time that when I had started and I didn't eat any food dyes for 6 months, and then I had a cupcake. I was tempted. I ate it. I got up. I started walking, and all of a sudden I got dizzy, and I felt like the floor moved beneath me, and I thought I don't know, I'm going to pass out or something. Even my children, if we are at a birthday party and I make that exception, it's like almost guaranteed they're going to come back to me later and, Mom, I have a stomach ache, or I don't feel good, or something like that. So we definitely notice a difference. And again, healthy living, it's about feeling good. And I don't feel good when I consume these things. One of my biggest soapboxes, the FDA allows this stuff into our food, but it's not their fault. We allow it. Every time we shop, every time we buy something, we are using our voice. We are voting and we are deciding, yes, we're going to allow this. We're going to continue to consume these things. And so if we don't buy them, the companies out there, they're not going to make them. They're not going to sell them. And so, we can't really complain that they're allowing these things in our food when we continue to consume them. Other countries, again, they've banned them. And here's a real fun example, or not, however you want to look at it, but food dye, okay, we allow it. So McDonald's, they alter how they make their food in, where is it? I had to write it down because I can't remember, but in Britain, they color their strawberry ice cream with strawberries. Here, we get red 40, not strawberries. In Europe, Fanta, the orange soda, in Europe, they get pumpkin and carrot extract. We get red 40 and yellow 6, woohoo, because we allow it. So look at your food labels and just stop buying it. It's not good for you. And, again, we have a voice. And I'll get into other things. Right now, my focus is food. But if you look at your children's toothpaste, guaranteed, or probably even yours, has food dye in it. Medicine, food dye, cosmetics, soaps, food dyes. It's everywhere and it makes things look pretty and it's cheap, and that's why they keep putting it in our stuff and we're buying it. So definitely that's my big tip to you today, is try to start eliminating those food dyes. You'll be surprised when you start looking at how many things it really is in. Our cereals, it's crazy. It's in everything. So start looking at that, eliminate it, and then see for yourself. Add it back in after you've had a decent amount of detox time from it. Try it back. See, you'll notice the difference, I'm telling you, and you'll be glad that you made that change. So that's my tip to you for today. Comment, let me know what you think, what you like, what you don't like. If you agree, disagree, you want to know more, let me know. And so that's it. That's my healthy living tip, and have a great day.